Donald Trump is going to use his visit to the United Kingdom to stand up for a brotherhood of freedom and to potentially endorse Nigel Farage. This is a video by Andre Walker. As you know, I'm a little bit bedraggled because I had to drag a protester out of the event for Republican Overseas, which I organised in Windsor. We're here in this amazing Mers parlour. They're having the dinner just next door. But what I want to say to you is this. This is an introduction to my speech to Republicans overseas. We haven't got all of it simply because some of our camera equipment was damaged during the attack by the lefties. Hopefully we can prosecute them for that, although I wouldn't hold my breath. But we're working off a mobile phone camera, so fingers crossed you can hear me and see me properly. What I'm going to do is just introduce my speech to Republicans overseas, and hopefully that will give you a flavour of what we need to do in Britain. I just want to say to you, there is a link in the description to the Patriot Fund. We have organised this event. It hasn't cost us any money, but if you support us, we're able to support other things like this. So I think you've seen the video of my fight at the dinner with Just Stop Oil, but now you can perhaps watch a video of me speaking to Republicans overseas, and I'm going to catch my breath. See you in a moment.
It's not just about President Trump and about America. It's about the relationship with the UK. It's been fun working on this with Andre. Andre's idea, great one, by the way.
The way that Brexit, and Lord Elliot's fantastic to see you, by the way, in the way that Brexit led to the election of Donald Trump, we also see that Donald Trump and JD Vance are supportive of this country. I always think that you never let anyone bully your siblings at school, but you definitely hurt them at home. I like to think of that as our relationship with the United States of America. We as Windsorians are proud to welcome those people who advocate for freedom. We are proud to defend our country, our monarchy, and our global lines. I would just simply say this to you. Here is what Donald Trump has done for the world. He has merely reminded us of the message that was sent to the world by Winston Churchill, that in fact good countries must stand together, that global defence of freedom is a battle permanently, that the idea that our enemies will be our friends, and that by surrendering in the Chagos Islands you will suddenly persuade President Xi of China not to be a genocidal maniac is garbage. The reality is that we stand together for freedom, and we are going to see during this trip an evidence of that, a reminder of that. And so thank you so much to you Americans for being here. You're the only ones that are making any money from the Exchequer, by the way. So definitely, please, one day you're going to be paying for this. But we'd like to welcome you, and I'd like to say one final thing to you. My late mother was from Northern Ireland, and unfortunately we have caused a small security incident aside from the one that was caused for us, and that is to say that our very good friends from the police service for Northern Ireland, you may see have been out and about in central Windsor. Obviously the number of police in Windsor is quite small, and therefore we drag in our friends. When it came over the police radio that the Republicans have turned up and they are heading for the Guildhall, it's fair to say the police service of Northern Ireland got very, very concerned. So when Greg didn't look anything like Jerry Adams, it would be but I want to welcome you, I want to thank you. I booked this room and I booked this building for Republicans overseas because we want to make you as welcome as possible. You are our best friends in the United States of America. Donald Trump, you know, okay, he speaks honestly, but we could never have imagined in the time of Churchill that the Global Alliance for Freedom would step up to the plate in the way it has. When Donald Trump complained about NATO spending, he never expected Poland to go to 5% or aircraft carriers to be on order in the way they are. Thank you for what you do for us, and welcome to our town.